Hey guys, how are you? So, I am doing this video for anyone who wants to promote. You want to know, how do I rank up? How do I promote? What does it even mean? And so this video is going to be for anybody who has never been a Ruby before. You want to know, how can I promote to Ruby? Because the Ruby rank is the coveted rank in our company, because if you can go Ruby, you can hit any rank in the company, because all of our charts are simply rubies stacked with more rubies, and helping more people go Ruby. And so if you can do it, then you will gain the confidence to be able to help other people go Ruby. And that'll just continue promotions on to further ranks like Emerald and Diamond and Double Diamond and Triple and VIP and everything else in between. So, how do you go Ruby? What does it look like? Well, we go by charts. Okay, in order to rank up, we have to follow what we call a chart. You can find these charts within eSuite. If you log into your eSuite.itworks.com account and you go to the document library, there's a search bar on the top. You can literally type in the word Ruby, click search, and within the search options, there will be a Ruby chart that you can click. It's a PDF. I'm going to show it to you right now, and that's where you can find it. So let me share this with you. So this is what it looks like. This is the Ruby chart. The average earnings of a Ruby is about $500. So if you joined this business because you want to make about $500, then this is what you need to be aiming for. So the boxes on this, if you even look at the top, it says requirements, 3 qualified legs, and then 2,000 in group volume. So those are your requirements in order to go Ruby. You want to know how you can go Ruby, where you need to have 3 qualified legs, and you need to have at least 2,000 in group volume. Now, don't freak out about the volume part, because notice I'm going to emphasize the word group. This is not 2,000 in sales for you. This is 2,000 in group volume as a whole. As a team, you have the goal of hitting 2,000 in total team volume, if you want to call it that. So those are your requirements. Here's how you get paid. Some people really like numbers. What's my percentage of what I'm going to get paid? And so these are the percentages if you like compensation plan stuff. If you don't, you're like, I hate math, then just ignore that part. Okay. But this is really what you need to focus on, is this chart right here, where you have you, and then you have these boxes. What do these boxes stand for? These customers or these distributors? These boxes stand for distributors. Okay. So you need distributor names in these boxes. So if you signed up a distributor at the beginning of this month, congratulations, their name goes here. And then you need to find 2 more friends who wanna join your team and make some extra money with you. So take advantage of any promo codes. If you're watching this right now and there's a discount on the Business Builder Kit, take advantage of that and fill these boxes in. Now, when I say fill these boxes in, please take that with a grain of salt. I'm not saying just sign whoever you want to up, sign your dad up and your mom up and your husband up, and they have 0 intention on working just so you can fill this in. That's just kind of that's a way to set yourself up for failure in the future, and it's more work on you. So when I say fill in the boxes, I am talking about you are truly coming from a servant heart, where you want to help other people make some extra money. So come from that place of giving, where you're going to be gracious with what you have. And so be gracious with your opportunity. So these are going to be distributor names. Once you have 3 distributors on your team, that is what we call boxed in. Sometimes your sponsor will make you a cute little graphic that says coming soon, Ruby. That's what we mean by that. It means you're set up for the promotion. That means you filled in the first part of this requirement of the 3 legs. You have 3 distributors, but now you got to get them qualified, and you have to hit that 2,000 in group volume. Okay. So the first thing you need to focus on is, did I get my distributors? Yes or no? If you do not have your 3 teammates yet, then that's what you need to focus on right now, is to get 3 distributors on your team. So increase your host to post, your distributor host to post, your opportunity host to post, increase the number of opportunity posts you are personally making, and increase the number of stories that you are personally making about the opportunity. If you have 7 days out of the week, and 6 of those 7 days you're talking about product, and only 1 day you're talking about opportunity, then you are going to sign more customers than you are distributors. So, one key to being a good, solid distributor recruiter is you have an even playing field on your social media. You have products, but you have distributor. And sometimes when you are in that promotion crunch, you need to focus on distributor, and it's okay to have 4 or 5 days out of your week promoting distributor and the opportunity, and only 2 days promoting your product. That's okay in terms of a promotion when you are focused, you're fiercely focused on your goals and promoting, you want to find those people to help make money or for you to help them make money. So you have your three teammates in place. Great. You're charted for Ruby. Now let's knock out the volume part. So, what it means by qualified leg, if you zoom in here at the very bottom of this chart, you see these tiny little asterisks, and it says right here a qualified leg is one with at least 400 in total group volume. Remember, group volume just means team volume. And so this little person right here, let's say you signed up your best friend and she wants to make extra money with you. And so we're going to put her name in right there in that chart. We're going to put what name do we want to put? You think my daughter's yelling, so we're just going to put Jennifer. We're going to say your best friend's name is Jennifer. So you put her in right here, and then you go and you filled out the rest. You signed up your coworker, her name is Jane. We're just going to fill out all the other J's, and we're going to say that you also signed up a Julia. Okay, you have a team full of J names right here. That is charted for Ruby, but now you need to make them qualified, which means Jennifer needs to have at least 400 in sales on her team. Jane needs to have 400 in sales on her team, and Julia needs to have 400 in sales on her team. And I say team because their team may just be them. It may just be that one person, but if they sign somebody up themselves, then they have a team. And so it is a group volume effort. So let's say Jennifer signs somebody up right here, and I'm just going to put DT. Y'all ignore my drawing. I'm sorry. Okay, but let's say Jennifer has a team and she has a teammate. Well, the qualified leg is group volume, 400 in group volume, meaning that Jennifer can be qualified for your Ruby chart by having her own volume plus her distributor's volume. So if Jennifer's signing up customers and by herself, she's maybe had 200 in sales, but her teammate, her DT down here, is also signing up people and she has 200 in sales. Well, 200 plus 200 is 400 in a team total. That would make Jennifer a qualified leg. So that qualifies for Ruby. You also have to get Jane to 400, at least 400 in group volume and team sales, and Julia needs to be at 400. Now, if you're doing the math, you have 400 plus 400 plus 400. That only equals 1200. The last requirement of a Ruby is you need to have 2000 in total group volume. So if you only have your 400, I guess, boxes, if you will, sometimes we call them that, they are truly people. But if you have your 400 boxes, you're still at 1200 GV. You're not a Ruby yet because you have to get 2000 in group volume. Now that can come from anywhere. It can come from you have your own customers. Remember, whenever you signed up, before you even went after distributors, your first job was to get 6 loyal customers to get your $150 shopping spree, right? Well, that's GV2, and that's part of everything. It's not counted in these 400. So you may have your own personal volume. So you may have your PBV, which is just your personal sales, not your team sales, but your personal one. Let's say your PBV is 600. So you have your own personal volume, your own personal sales at 600. Your legs are at 400 a piece. That's 1200. That's outside of you. So right now you're sitting at 1800. Oh, well, that's much closer to 2000. The difference, what's left over, if you guys can follow me, and I can put 200 in parentheses saying that's what's left over to hit 2000 in group volume. That 200 can come from anywhere. It can come from your current customers placing extra orders for you. It can come from your own personal order. It can come from your distributor's personal orders. If Jennifer places an order for, say she runs her auto ship, or she places an extra order, say we have a new product coming out and she wants to order it and she orders 60 BV, well, that's going to count and bump everything up. Or you can have an elephant leg. Maybe one of these people, let's say Julia, she's a rock star and she's like, forget 400 in group volume. She racks up 800 by herself. Well, that all qualifies. And so 800 plus 400 plus 400, I made myself do math here, and I probably should have gotten a calculator to do all of this. But let's say, so Julia right here, what did I say? Julia is a rock star. She has 800 by herself. Well, that is 1600 plus your 600 that you already have. Well, you are no longer at this volume anymore. You're at 16 plus 600. Well, that is, if my text box will work, you are at 2200 GV. Boom, check mark. That is, you have 2000 group volume. Check. Do you have 3 distributors? Check. Are they qualified, meaning they have 400 and minimum 400 in volume? Check each. Yes. Boom, boom, boom. You just promoted to Ruby. Now, if you want a more detailed version of this, let me clear all of this out. If you want a more detailed version of this, so that chart you can find in eSuite, but we also have this one in the team page. And let me share this one with you as well. Somebody made, I don't know who made this, but I love it. So it's a little bit more detailed version of a Ruby promotion. So once again, you have your distributors. Qualified leg just means 400 in group volume. You need to have a total of 2000 in group volume. So you're going to have extra volume on top of the 400s here. But I really like how this is broken down. We just had a girl, Ashley, go Ruby, and she had this all filled out. Not to say that when you hit 20 loyal customers, that's going to exactly put you at 2000 in GV, but it's a good number to go after. So if you're wanting to know how many customers do I need to pull in, and how many distributors do I need to pull in to go Ruby, this is a good ballpark area of what you need to aim for. So if you can aim for 20 loyals by yourself, which sounds like a lot, but trust me, this is 20 loyals, like with you also working with all the distributors under you too. And then you can have really big orders, which would make it even less. So once again, it's just a ballpark. It's one of those numbers that you can shout out with the Liz method. If you were on our most recent Zoom, how she said, I'm pushing for a big promotion this week or this month, and it's going to change my family's life. And I need just 20 customers this month. It is the 6th of January. And so if you shout that out now, claim it in front of everyone saying, I need 20 customers this month to hit my goal, then that's kind of where she's coming from. She's approximately. And then next week, you can say, I need 15 and 10 and 5. So if you haven't watched that Zoom, I highly recommend you watch that Zoom about the Liz method. But this is also in the team page as well. So you can kind of keep track of your own accomplishments, saying, I got my loyals. I'm slowly racking up the loyals. I got my qualified leg. Qualified leg, remember, means 400. So you can put in your distributors here. And then as they hit 400, you can check them off right there. And then you can kind of have your own little tracker saying orders away from Ruby after you reach your loyal goal. This would be like, I need 200 volume left, or I need 100 volume left to hit Ruby. And then that is how you go Ruby. So I hope this video helps you. There is another one that will pop up in the team page soon. If you are feeling this, you're like, I can go Ruby. What's the next step? There is a second video that's coming up on Emerald that I will post here in the team page. So I hope this helped you guys. You guys have a great day.